Well, it happened. Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's just been beat off Jake Paul. But how? Mike Tyson's an absolute legend and one of the greatest fighters of all time. How can this YouTuber beat such a great fighter? Well, X has spoken. The fight was scripted. Everyone is talking about this on X, and the script was actually leaked on X a few days ago. Now this script has went viral. Let's see how accurate it was. The opening bell rings, Tyson is showing flashes of his old form, which actually happened. As soon as the bell went, Mike Tyson came out with that head movement, pushing forward. Immediately he stalks forward with his signature bob and weave style. Now let me just stop right there. Even before I seen this script, that's exactly what was going to happen. Like, what else would happen? Would Mike Tyson come out and start moving on his back foot and not bobbing and weaving his head like he always has done? Obviously, that's what he was going to do. Anyway, let's go on. Tyson leads with a few jabs. The jab is what you lead with, and yes, that's the punch that every fighter throws when the fight starts. So, okay, but let's go with it. Paul's youth shows with his superior mobility. Yes, he's going to be more mobile. Yes, he's younger and he can move his feet around. So again, from round one, nothing surprised me so far. Connects with a quick 1-2 combination. Timing appears slightly off. His punches a fraction slower than in his prime. Of course they are. So round one was pretty accurate, right? Now, I'm not going to go over all of this, but I just want to go straight to round 5 to see how this finishes the fight. This says Paul times perfectly and he drops Mike Tyson with a right hand, which obviously did not happen. So this script is full of BS. But did they go off script and there was a script to start with? Well, I want to just say that boxing is not an old man sport. It's a young man sport. And yes, we've seen champions in their 40s like Bernard Hopkins, but Mike Tyson is not in his 40s. He's not even in his early 50s. He's in his late 50s. And before I say whether I think this fight was scripted, even just a little bit or not, I just want to say, do you think Mike Tyson would lose a fight to earn some more money? He's already getting $20 million for the fight. Does he want to do this for another $5 million or 20 million? Or how much more money would he need to get paid to actually lose the fight? Like, what's the big difference between 20 million and 30 million or 40 million when you're already a Mike Tyson who's a multi-millionaire who doesn't need any money right now whatsoever? Now, as much as we might have wanted Mike Tyson to show a little bit of his old self with that movement, getting his feet in and knocking out Jake Paul, the fact of the matter is his legs were gone. People don't think about Mike Tyson as having unbelievable footwork, but this was one of his biggest assets, because what he was great at doing is getting his feet close to his opponents, changing the angle and throwing them punches as he was moving, and it was this fast angle changes which helped him have all of the success that he did have in boxing. And with him being 58 years old, which he is, not unless you're going to tell me that's scripted as well, with all the people who's telling me this fight was scripted, time really does take its toll, especially when you've not been living the life of an athlete for over 20 years. Now, as much as you wanted to hope, and I wanted to hope that we would see some little bits of the old Mike Tyson in there, it was sad we didn't. And if you ever seen Evander Holyfield when he fought Victor Belfort a few years ago when he was 58 years old, it was the same sort of thing. It was sad to see. Well, you might be thinking, well, if Mike Tyson was that bad, why didn't Jake Paul just knock him out? Because he was just moving slowly and he wasn't really moving his feet. He was like a sitting target for Jake to throw them punches. Why didn't Jake just put him away? Maybe you think the deal was Mike Tyson said, I'm not going to get knocked out, but I'll lose on points for my extra 10, 20 million quid. Maybe that's what you're thinking. Well, no. The reason why Jake didn't knock him out was because he couldn't knock him out. If he could have knocked him out, he would have knocked him out. Yes, he didn't rush forward and really try and put the pressure on and knock him out. Why do you think that is? If you know anything about boxing, what happens when you rush forward and you try and knock someone out? You leave yourself open to get countered or to get caught with shots yourself. Now, if you're in there with Mike Tyson and you're winning easily on points, are you going to be happy that you beat Mike Tyson on points? Or are you going to think, no, I need to knock this guy out? Mate, come on. Especially when you're an 11 fight novice like Jake Paul, you're going to think, bloody hell, I'm actually winning this fight in here. Even though he seemed really confident before, and he'll have surprised himself when Mike Tyson couldn't land them punches on him. So do you think he's going to change what is working to try and get a knockout? Or do you think he's going to try and beat Mike Tyson? Well, he's going to try and beat Mike Tyson. So do I think this fight was scripted? Well, let me ask you this. Do you think this fight was scripted? I would love to know in the comments below if you really do or not. But do I think this fight was scripted? Absolutely not, my friend. And anyone who thinks it is a hater. Sorry to say, but you're a hater. Anyway, if you want to learn how to box, you should subscribe to my channel where I'll teach you how to box, and then you can start scripting fights for $10 million. How about that?